When I listened to Vanessa Van Edwards on The Diary of a CEO, I realized how much of human connection comes down to signals most of us never think about. She's a behavioral researcher who studies charisma, body language, and what makes people trust or tune out. Her ideas are simple but transformative because they show that confidence and connection aren't personality traits. They're skills anyone can learn. So, here are 10 lessons from that conversation, simplified and ready to use. 1. Label it to tame it. Vanessa explained that our brains constantly read tiny facial expressions, micro-expressions that flash for less than a second. When we don't know what we're seeing, our amygdala fires off danger signals, and we start feeling anxious. But if we consciously label what we notice, fear, confusion, lip purse, we calm the brain down. Naming what you see turns emotion into information. This technique, called name it to tame it, helps you stay rational in tense moments instead of reacting from instinct. 2. Show your hands. Our ancestors judged safety by whether someone's hands were visible. That instinct is still wired into us. Hidden hands make people uneasy. Visible palms make them relax. The takeaway: when you meet someone, greet them with visible palms. Even a small wave communicates, "I'm safe and open." On video calls, keep your hands in the frame. We trust what we can see, and the brain reads open palms as honesty. 3. Let gestures talk with you. Vanessa's team analyzed hundreds of TED Talks and discovered that the most watched speakers used nearly twice as many gestures as the least popular ones. Our brains remember information better when hands and words match. When someone says 3 things and shows 3 fingers, the message sticks. Gestures make ideas tangible, and the body reinforces the words. If gestures and words disagree, the audience believes the hands, not the mouth. So let your hands help your story. 4. Movement fuels voice and presence. Body and voice work together. When you freeze your body, your voice flattens. When you move naturally, your tone gains variety. Great speakers switch between tones: a numbers voice for data, a story voice for emotion, a strong, deliberate tone for important points. Allowing small movements actually gives your words rhythm and sincerity. Charisma is physical, not just verbal. 5. Environment shapes communication. Even furniture and camera distance affect how others perceive you. Chairs with armrests restrict gestures. Tables that are too wide create distance. Cameras that are too close feel invasive. The sweet spot for in-person conversation is roughly arm's length, the distance where you could shake hands. On Zoom, place your camera about that far from your face so people see your shoulders and hands. Small physical details set the stage for connection. 6. Charisma equals warmth plus competence. Vanessa defines charisma as the blend of 2 qualities: warmth, the sense that you're kind and trustworthy, and competence, the sense that you're capable and confident. Most people lean heavily toward one. Too much competence without warmth feels cold. Too much warmth without competence feels weak. True charisma balances both. You can adjust it like a thermostat depending on what the situation requires. 7. Power cues project competence. There are 5 simple cues that make you appear more confident without saying a word. The first is the steeple, fingertips touching lightly, palms visible, a posture of relaxed control. The second is dropping your shoulders to widen the space between ear and shoulder. That physical openness signals calm instead of anxiety. The third is making eye contact at the end of your sentence, landing your words visually. The fourth is the lower lid flex, a subtle narrowing of the eyes that shows focus. And the fifth is finishing sentences with a downward tone instead of rising at the end. That downward inflection signals certainty. People don't just hear confidence, they feel it. 8. Warmth cues invite trust. To balance authority with approachability, use warmth cues. Slow, triple nods show you're listening and encourage people to keep talking. A slight head tilt communicates curiosity and empathy. Real smiles, the kind that reach your eyes, make others feel safe. Leaning in gently when someone speaks shows genuine engagement. And varying your voice with warmth, slowing down, softening tone, communicates care. These cues make conversations feel collaborative rather than competitive. 9. Better questions build real connection. Vanessa believes most small talk kills connection because it keeps people on autopilot. Instead of asking, "What do you do?" try questions that spark stories. "What are you working on that excites you?" Or, "What's your biggest goal right now?" One of her favorites is, "What book or movie character feels most like you, and why?" These questions tap into identity and values, letting people share who they are, not just what they do. When you upgrade your questions, you upgrade your relationships. 10. Charisma is alignment. The biggest lesson from Vanessa's interview is that charisma isn't about performing. It's about congruence. When your words, gestures, tone, and body language align, people feel harmony. That harmony builds trust faster than any script. You don't need to change your personality. You just need to make your signals consistent. Open palms, steady tone, genuine curiosity. These small choices tell the brain, this person is safe and credible. Vanessa Van Edwards' conversation on the Diary of a CEO proves that connection is teachable. The people we call naturally charismatic have simply learned how to synchronize warmth and competence, how to make their body speak the same language as their words. Anyone can do that. So next time you speak, remember these 10 lessons. Label what you see, show your hands, let gestures help you, move as you talk, set up your space wisely, balance warmth and competence. Use power cues with ease. Signal warmth with intention. Ask better questions. And align everything into one clear message. That's what real charisma looks like. Clarity, confidence, and care, all moving in the same direction. Thanks for listening to this recap. Make sure to follow Constantly Curious, whether that's on YouTube or on your favorite podcast player.